No one knows better the issue and ramifications of hate more than a man who was shot because he was a Republican. Joining me now, House Minority Whip Steve Scalise. Congressman, thanks so much for being with us tonight.
Judge, good to be with you.
All right. Now, I want to talk about Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, who just recently submitted a resolution that would allow for the boycott of Israel and the BDS movement, which I find kind of interesting because she likens that boycott to a boycott of Germany during Nazi Germany's height. How long can moderate Dems in the House support this woman, including those Jewish congressmen and women who allowed for the watering down of that resolution, which was supposed to condemn her for her anti-Semitic rants several months ago?
Well, Judge Jeanine, it's long past time for these Democrats who have been sitting on the sidelines, letting Omar spout all of this anti-Israel sentiment. Some of the most vile language you can see, you know, it's about the Benjamins, all of these other tropes. And yet when you see the BDS movement, it's catching on. Surely it's catching on throughout Europe, but in the United States Congress, there are members like her who really think that undermining Israel's economy is something that's a good thing. We all need to stand up against it. There is a really strong bill by Congressman McCall that I've been advocating be brought to the floor. It's very bipartisan. A similar bill passed the Senate overwhelmingly, and yet Democrats in the House won't bring that up because they're afraid of taking on AOC and Omar and this socialist left Democrat wing.
Well, the amazing thing is that this squad, this socialist Democrat wing, I mean, they've accomplished nothing. All they do is they get press. And yet you've got veteran congressmen and women who've got things that they can, you know, be proud of and legislation that they've supported and movements that they've been at the front of. And they're afraid of these freshman women. Why is that?
You know, it's perplexing when you think about what they stand for and how they're trashing America every day, lying about America. You know, when Omar goes out there and says that these children that are in the United States custody are drinking out of toilets, it's just not happening. And so when you look at that, you say, why aren't more people standing up against them? But, you know, it's going to be something they have to deal with. I think, frankly, a lot of them are afraid of AOC's threats because, look, AOC has threatened to run Democrats against a lot of these Democrats. And so now they're voting with her. They're voting in a socialist way because they're more afraid of AOC and Omar than they are of the constituents that they ran to represent.
Well, the amazing thing is now I understand why Congress is held in such low esteem. I mean, you know, present company excluded. I mean, you know, when you've got Congress people who've had years in Congress, who have records that they can be proud of, afraid of women because of their social media strength. I mean, it's a sad day for America. But what about the 2020 candidates? Are they buckling to these to this squad? Because, you know, we were only talking about the 2020 candidates for president, the Dems, and now it's the squad, the squad, the squad. I mean, it's like you don't even know.
Right.
Most people probably think the squad's running for president.
They really are the new face of the Democrat Party, and it's the things they represent. Again, this is policy we're talking about. But when even Joe Biden won't come out fully embracing the Green New Deal, this radical policy where you literally in 10 years don't even have airplanes or cows, for goodness sake, you know, he's bullied into coming and switching his position. When you see every single Democrat on the stage in their primary raising their hands saying they want people who are here illegally to get free health care because they're afraid of the squad, when you've got a single mom that has a pre-existing condition who's paying a $10,000 deductible, looking at this going, wait a minute, none of those people represent me. You know, we're fighting to lower health care costs, to protect people with pre-existing condition, and to make sure we get back to a sane legal immigration system that works for everybody. Working with Donald Trump, who said we're going to secure America's border, and then they vote against the very humanitarian aid, where Border Patrol agents were having to take money out of their own pockets to buy diapers for these people coming across. And they want to get rid of the Homeland Security Department. They denigrate our Border Patrol agents and compare them to people running concentration camps. They owe those people an apology who are risking their lives to defend our freedoms not only abroad, but our freedoms at the border, securing our country.
Well, you know, it looks like Congress isn't willing to do anything about it. And, you know, if they wanted to shut this squad up, Congress could actually, they almost have a choice. You can shut the squad up, or, you know, you could resolve this whole thing. You know, are they more worried about the squad or giving Trump a win? It's almost as though we could kind of lock them out, because they are the face of the Democrat Party. But there's also a piece of this where I think it's attributable to Donald Trump's genius. Donald Trump took the 2020 candidates off the front pages. Donald Trump put these four on the front lines as though this whole thing is about the whole Democrat Party is reflected in these four women.
He really has done that. You know, when you see what he's done to shift the debate from the candidates themselves who are running for president to where now it's more about what AOC and the rest of the squad say, and Pelosi's even. You can tell she's afraid to make a move against them. She wouldn't bring a resolution to the floor denouncing anything that they've said that is anti-Semitic when those comments have been made. She was going to, and then she got threatened by them, and so she pulled back. And so it's whether it's the Democrat candidates running for president, or you see even Pelosi. If all the Democrats in Washington want to be led by a socialist left group of people that literally believe in open borders, believe in all of these policies like the Green New Deal where you eliminate fossil fuels in America, they want to go back to unemployment where it was so high, where we had one of the worst economies in the world. We have the hottest economy in the world right now because of Donald Trump's leadership.
Well, yes, we definitely do. And I didn't ask you, Congressman. I mean, I assume you're doing well. I saw you were playing baseball again. You okay?
Yeah, doing great. I appreciate it. A lot of prayers still from people all across the country. I truly appreciate it, and a lot of miracles, and you know, just continue to get better all the time. And you know, we got a lot of battling to do in Washington. I enjoy working with President Trump to do the things we've done to get this economy so hot, and to create jobs, to create opportunities for families, and to rebuild our middle class. We don't want to go backward. We don't want to see the gains that we've made rebuilding our military lost. We need to keep battling to keep this country moving forward, keeping America great.
All right. Well, God bless you, and much strength, continued strength to you as you go forward. You got a real war going on in that Congress. Congressman Steve Scalise, thanks so much for being with us tonight.
Great being with you, Judge.
Thank you.